everybody. Welcome back to Bar Run Farm and Forge. It is indeed 6:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you are here with Troy. Eli just literally walked through the door.
There.
Well, but the problem is you never get there because you're always here.
You're there.
I'm here. You're there, and here we are. There you go. Thank you. Great to see everybody. Eli's got some different specs on this evening.
Dude.
Yep. Looking good. Kind of a solid frame. There you go.
You still see.
What?
They're still like they
see through. That's solid.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh goodness. Welcome into everybody. We'll go ahead and say hi to the folks that are here. There. Daniel Baca, D-Baca Maker. Bobby Lonis, Robert Lonis at the Treadle Shed. That's kind of like the Ohio State University. The Treadle Shed.
Yeah.
Roger Caldwell, Mr. Kyle Jones, Eric at Pumpkin Patch, Forge and Iron Works, and Mountain Home Forge. There's low Mr. Troy and Eli. Mr. Troy and Eli, maybe. Got new specs Tuesday. There you go. Good deal. Don't know if we got anybody else in here, but welcome in anybody else who's watching. Great to have you all in here. We're getting geared up, man. The season is upon us. I was at the and there's Eric and Troy Deep Creek Iron Works. Good to have you guys in here. I was at Michelle and I were at the Ohio Farm Science Review today in London, Ohio. Mr. John Burnell just came in. Good to have you in here, brother. I sat in your seat. I'm sorry. Whoop. He says, hi and bye. I'm at work. Well, hi and bye. We'll hopefully see you next week, John. There you are. You are there. Oh, shoot. Come on, John. Multitask. A good idea. I'm getting my touch mark made up. It's exciting. Fantastic, man. I remember that point. When we got the touch mark, I was like, yeah, we're a thing. We're a thing. We do stuff. But yeah, we're getting ready to gear up for the big season. We got Quad State next week. We'll probably be there. Eli and I will be there Saturday. I may or may not go on Friday. I just talked with Mr. Roy Adams this afternoon about Quad State and just catching up on things. Looking forward to seeing that guy for sure, and Thomas, and Thomas. So, how many of you will plan on being at Quad State or are going to be at Quad State next week? Just say, hey, I'll be there. I know John already said he was going to be there, so there you go. But it's great to have everybody in here. We're gearing up for that. The following week, we will be in Metamora, Indiana at Canal Days. We were going to be at the Mayberry Fest the following week, but we got all our events set up. We've got a full October the 18th. We'll be at the Sons of Toil for that. We could be there for a couple other events, but timing is just not working out. But we'll be there some. I'm not worried too much about that. But like I said, all the places we're going to be are listed on the website.
Yeah.
The website.
www.rforge.com. The triple R.
Eli got a little bunged up last night. We were moving a large piece of steel, multiple pieces of steel all together. Yeah. There's Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse. Good to have you in here, buddy. James says his plans have fallen through to be a Quad State. Well, I hate that, brother. As well. I have no life anyway. Please do, man. We look forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eli, we were moving a large piece. There's a video coming on that. On this
3 videos
rather large. What's that?
There's 3 videos of the tank.
Yeah. Mr. Wayne Heights and Jeff Woodring. Jeff Woodring is our first Jeff for the evening.
Jeff 1.
So tonight he's Jeff 1.
Yep.
Jeff Wawa.
Leader standing by.
Mr. Wayne Heights, where are you? Are you? Wherever you are, there you are. That's true. Party on, Wayne. Anyway, so yeah, we got stuff going on. We got the Quad State next week. We've got plenty of stuff
Here in
here.
the Quad State, we're going to pull out the new tool.
You want to get that?
Yeah.
Is it on?
Should be, it's in there somewhere. I know you moved stuff around.
Okay.
I'll go to commercial.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Bar Run Forge. It's Troy, and today's video sponsor is...
Have you ever had a stair crumbled up, torn apart, shiny forge weld, and wondered whether you should have had neutral flame or an oxidizing heat while searching for your favorite toilet spoon to pour on some white powdery crystal metal glue? Well, that's what it's like when you don't have Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux. When you grab a hold of a box of Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux, you feel like you've put the power of Hephaestus in the palm of your hand. And now you may even muster up the gumption to forge scrollwork without even using a hammer. So pick up a box of Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux today before you fall into a state of utter chaos that'll have you questioning your very existence. Flux.
Christ-centered Ironworks brand Flux is not a registered trademark and is not available in 49 of the 50 states, especially in that state up north. Buy yours now for just 12 easy payments of $29.95, payable only in quarters.
Caution, Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux may cause severe irritation to Roy Adams. Please avoid using the words Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux around Roy. Do not use Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux in the vicinity of Roy Adams or he will be forced to tackle you to the ground and bludgeon you. Avoid saying the phrase flux, flux, flux. It will only anger Roy Adams and throw him into fits of temper and force him into a Roy rant, and no one wants that. Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux may cause eye irritation, runny nose, skin lesions, bad hair days, poorly fitting fire chaps, rheumatiz, slicing golf shots, uneven tire wear, pixies to appear, rickets, hammer toe, volatile screaming fits, unusual beard growth, ingrown toenails, silly songs with Larry, a mess, a giggling Jessica, and definitely not better forge weld. Please use responsibly.
Christ-centered Ironworks brand flux.
I put that flux on everything.
That was commercial early on in the process here.
It was.
Normally don't get the commercial until later. And it's funny how you guys pick out certain things in there, flux, 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 and all that kind of fun stuff. My favorite in it all, I love all the pieces in there, is the 12 easy payments.
Yeah.
Payable only in quarters.
Yeah.
Which, if you figured it out, you cannot pay it only in quarters and pay for it. Can you get the stickers? I don't think so. I think the stickers are gone. I think we sent all the stickers to Roy, and they gave them away.
Yeah, you put one sticker up there, and yeah, I think Dana made two more. Roy put one on there and then gave one away. Dana gave one away. So
Yeah.
I think they're all.
Yep. We got to work on a new commercial though.
Yeah.
It's still funny.
It is.
I don't care. It's still funny.
It is.
All right. Well, welcome back in, everybody. I did YouTube asked me about a particular way to do commercials, ads on the live stream now. So hopefully the ads are a little different. It's supposed to show the ads on the side or like at the bottom. So like the chat may disappear or it may move the screen over. I don't. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's supposed to
I
not be.
looked at that earlier. I don't think they give a crap. I've did it a couple times and they're like, that was 30 seconds.
Yeah. I don't know. Just have the file. Yeah, that's a possibility. I would say Dana.
Yeah.
Dana has the file. Although we did send him.
Yeah, I don't know if I got it. That's been a minute.
There you go. Who did we miss anybody? Anybody else come in? I don't think so. Okay, so we do have two new products at least to take with us to Quad State next week. One is the angled tool rack, the wall rack. So you can purchase those. I think we've got it set at $50 for the two.
Yeah.
And then if you need to buy an additional one, it's $25 a piece. So if you had a long set you wanted to do, if you wanted to break it up with another bracket, you could do 3 of them for $75. If you want to go really long, you do 4 of them for $100. Easy enough, right? There's another thing that Eli's been working on. I'm kind of excited about. I know he is, and it is this. And you're thinking, okay, what is this? I'll hold it up here.
Yeah.
This is actually, and this is not all of it. This is the top piece to it all. This is actually an anvil stand base. So the plan is to make these. These are specifically for the Doyle anvils, and I think it'll probably do with the Achio as well if you have either one of those anvils. And they're going to be scalable. It's one where he'll be able to do it different ones. And so essentially, it's a bend and weld setup. So that's the base. You set your anvil in there. This tab bends up. That tab bends up. That tab bends up. And this whole thing bends up, weld, and then bend down so that you have the flat surface with holes for hammers and for 2 sets of tongs. So that whole set will hold your anvil. And then we will have the bottom feet and also the attachment tabs.
Yeah.
So there'll be a nut that'll weld to the side of this tab, and then you'll be able to bolt a flat tab over the top of your anvil and bolt it down on either side. Really, really simple, really easy to do. So the tabs, the nut on either side, and the feet will go with this unit right here. And then all you have to do is buy whatever tube or legs that you want for it. If you wanted to do round tube, if you want to do rectangle, if you want to do square, if you want to do 4 feet, you're going to have to come up with your 4th foot because we sell it with 3 feet. We're going to be selling it with 3 pads.
Yeah.
And one of the front pad all by itself, the triangle, will have a hole on either side. So if you needed to mount it to concrete or stake it in the ground, so to speak, and then the others will have one hole on the outside of each. So this, I think, is really, really cool. Again, we're gonna do these specifically for the Doyle and the Achio. They should be able to do both of those if you have those, the small, like 65, 66 pounders. And then we'll be able to scale them. If you have another unit that you wanted done, we'll be able to scale all this up where you could do this and really simplify the process for making anvil stands. I think it really will.
Yeah.
We've started doing, and I think we'll probably do a video on actually fabricating and making one. But we started with making these where the leg is at a 12.5 degree, up to about 15, but 12.5 degree angle, and you double angle here, so you pivot it out. And if you go too crazy with that angle, then you can't get up next to the anvil. The 12.5, I think, the way we've seen it, is a little tippy. The feet will help that out, the way we've got the feet designed. So I think we're going to move out to about probably either 20 or 21, 22.5 maybe, to get a little bit more wider base, even though it'll kind of inhibit you getting real close up next to it. But I think it'll still be fine. We've used the 12.5 like this. We've used that. We threw Tapcons in the concrete, no issue whatsoever. And even without the Tapcons, I think it'd be fine unless you just walk over and just knock it over.
Right.
But this is exciting. I think this is really cool. Eli, have you priced it yet?
I don't think so.
Okay. So we haven't priced the kit yet, but we'll have a price on them when we come to Quad State with them next weekend.
You guys are interested in them. Depending on how much this costs, materials and everything is, it's going to be probably around $75 to $100 range. It includes, like you said, 3 feet, the base plate.
Yeah, the nuts, the tabs,
Yeah.
The hardware you need for that.
Yeah.
And Jeff, that's a good question. Jeff's asking if we can get if they will come with the edges broken so they can be easily bent, like maybe do the relief cuts or at least the partial break. Like you can do that with a plasma cutter. You can kind of half cut through it, or it gives a break point. He'll probably look into that, to be my guess. But
That one, it was a little bit more difficult just with how the bends are.
Yeah.
Keep it all one solid piece.
Right.
A little bit more sense.
Yeah, and granted, it's going to take, you're not going to do this cold.
Right.
you'll want to either heat up along the lines or something like that, and I think it'll work out perfectly for you. So again, we'll show how to do these probably in a short or a small video.
Yep.
But yeah, excited for that. Those will be at Quad State as a kit. The reason why we want to do it as a kit so as we can flat ship, and again, that way all you have to do is go buy the tube steel or whatever steel you want to use for the legs, and we don't have to ship a stand. We can ship it like this and ship it directly to you, and then you can put it together as a kit like that. So got a few other things to do to it, but other than that, pretty cool piece. I'm excited about it. I think it's a really cool thing. Oh, you're talking about actually shipping them bent already? Yeah.
Possibility. Haven't looked at the boxes yet. Shipping
Right.
boxes. Otherwise, you start getting into like UPS shipping and stuff. And
Correct.
kind of pricing yourself out.
So we'll look into that, Jeff. Is to maybe a finished, so to speak, pan.
Right.
Because one of the things we're hoping to do here as well, I'll be honest with you, is to get a brake, a pan brake. I don't know if it's going to be able to do that. We'd have to have a pretty heavy duty one, but some of the ones that can even do like 14 or 16, if you're only doing it on a 6-inch piece, that'll still allow you to break that. When you like on a pan brake or a box brake, if it says 10 or 16 gauge and it's a 4-foot wide piece, that means you can do a 4-foot wide piece of 16 gauge.
Right.
Whereas if you're doing an 8-inch piece, you can do a higher gauge. You just can't do it 4-foot wide.
Right.
So I'd buy that for $1. I know that one, buddy. I know that one. Yeah, and so we'll look into that, Jeff. That's a great suggestion, because I know not everybody can, break that and bend that over. But yeah, really cool though. Really cool. And then again, the tool racks. Man, I'm digging these. These are really, really cool. And I like the angle because it gives you a good view, like from either way. It gives you a good view of your tools, the hammers that are up here, and it really rests in there nicely. We use round rod simply because just easier on the tools as opposed to flat rod. Flat rod is more sturdy because of the vertical strength, but I think, I use 3/8, and we've got, what did we say, 31 hammers or something like that on that over a 3-foot span, and it's pretty good. So if you wanted to go to 1/2 inch on that, I think it'd be more than enough, and they're just directly butt welded on there, so no gaps or anything like that. So I'm really excited about that. We just sell a top plate. I'd like the tool holder.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
You get Quad State Rocker.
25-ton brake.
I might do it.
Dude, again, this is one of these things where I just kind of geek out over stuff like that. I would love to have a big, heavy brake to do stuff like that. And some of the stuff we've looked at, and Bobby would be one of those guys to really talk to, is the differences between a finger brake and just a regular box brake or pan. I think the finger brake would be really, really beneficial for stuff like this, because you could set that gap, and then when you break up, something you've already broken can go right into that slot, and you can go very specific with the brake. So my hope is this next year also to have a brake for the shop, because we've got things like this that we really like to do, but all the braking we do has to be done on a vise and with heat and all that kind of fun stuff, and beating and banging. I just like to be able to do it nice and crisp and clean.
Yeah.
Then once you get those folded up, you can just run a bead of weld on the outside, and it's 4 welds for the pan, and weld your feet on the bottom and your tubing in. I mean, it's not that complicated. And we did a flat bar kind of wrap around about a third or two, halfway down on ours, and I think it looked really good. It worked out easy. So when you come visit, well, I hope so, man. I would absolutely love to get to Connecticut. I have never had a desire to come to Connecticut, but I do now.
Yeah.
I have a very good reason to come to Connecticut, for sure. All right, anything else we need to tell the folks?
Can't think of anything.
So what all will we have with us at Quad State? Well, I have something too I wanted to tell them I was going to plan on bringing. So we'll see.
Shirts, hoodies.
Yeah.
We'll have the Doyle plates, probably a couple kits. Stand, tool racks.
Tool rack.
Anything else? Probably a couple other blanks.
Yeah, we'll bring some other blanks. And then I have plans. We'll see if it happens. I have intention of bringing about a dozen cans of the blacksmith goop. I'm gonna mix up some of the good blacksmith goop, that turpentine, linseed oil, and beeswax goop in a can. So if anybody's interested in those, I should have about a dozen of those next weekend as well. So we hope to have enough where we can kind of make a little bit of money, get those items out there, and help you guys out as well. We want you guys to have this stuff because it's super cool. Super, super cool. Rocking his hoodie at the moose hunts. Oh,
Nice.
man. That is so cool. A friend of ours at church just got back from going to watch the elk in Pennsylvania. Big, huge elk herd up there. Man, that'd be so fun. I know when we were up in Maine, you could hear the bugle, the elk bugles up there, and it's like, that is just so cool. It's kind of intimidating, but really, really cool at the same time. And then, of course, the loons that never stop. But I do like the sound of the loons when I'm out on the lake, for sure. So anyway, yeah, that's the plan. We should have the blacksmith goop, some tool racks, some anvil stand plates, kits, and I think it's some other blanks of some sort, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And man, should be fun. What texture is that mix when you cook it up and it cools?
Like grease.
Well, almost like Vaseline.
Yeah.
It's maybe a little bit thicker than Vaseline, but the cool thing about that goop is you can take a one of your shop rags or whatever and smear it. You can easily smear it with like 2 fingers, get a little bit on there, and then wipe it on your hot steel.
Yeah.
And because it has turpentine in it, that turpentine evaporates, and you don't have as sticky a surface on it. And really has a nice finish. Really nice finish. I like using it. I think I've got some over here, don't I?
Yeah, somebody made it somewhere.
But then I made up some. Yeah, right here. Yeah, first batch I made, I put it in a plastic tub, and it was too hot.
Yeah.
It just went right through it. So that's what it looks like in there, and I'll show you. Peanut butter.
Yeah. Diabolical peanut butter.
It is diabolical peanut butter, and it smells so good. I mean, you get the boiled linseed oil, you get the turpentine smell. Which here's the crazy part: turpentine is getting to like basically the outlaw.
Yeah.
So I loaded up on turpentine this past week because I went to paint stores and hardware stores. Nobody had it. I went to our Kibler Lumber, or Do It Best Kibler Lumber, and they had 3 cans that had like rust on the top of them, up on the top shelf. And I was like, give me those. Give me those right now. So I got that, and I think I already had some over there. But that's the hope. And I basically, they'll be put in like pint 1.25 or something like that, pint paint cans, essentially, is what they'll be in. Yeah, don't say peanut butter, I'll get sick. There you go. So yeah, gonna have that as well.
Yeah.
Well, last week we did a fire poker, forge welded, I guess you'll call it turkey foot fire poker. Very similar to that one specifically. And our goal was to make about 5. So I already had 2 cut up and ready to go. 2 more. So hopefully we can get through 2 more tonight to get them finished up and have 3 out of the 5 done. And then we got to make 5 small ones or 4 small ones. We've already got 1 small one. So I've got them laid out. I got the center punches on there where everything goes and all the bends and everything like that. So hopefully we'll be able to get those done. I'll do maybe a little less talking through this one as well. Yeah, art supply places. They told me a couple of places that might have small cans of turpentine. The mix, if you ever wonder or want to make some of this stuff or wonder what it is, the mix is 1 to 1 to 1. It's equal parts. So equal parts beeswax, equal parts linseed oil, equal part turpentine. Yeah, it does work great. So essentially what you do is you put your beeswax in a, for lack of better terms, a double broiler. You do it in a crock pot as well. And then you get your can with the linseed oil and turpentine, go ahead and pour that in. And then when the wax gets ready, you pour the wax into that, mix it all up, put the cap on the can, shake it all up, set it aside. That's it. There's no need to fear. There's no need to fear. I don't know why I started with Rocky. Got to get my cartoon voices right.
Yeah. Anyway.
I was talking to somebody today about real cartoons, the classics, the great ones. And I came to the conclusion that possibly one of the best cartoons ever was Animaniacs.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great combination of all the other ones. Although, I will say, anything Tex Avery, Droopy, those ones. Tex Avery cartoons were the greatest ever of all time. Those were cartoons. I wish we could get back to cartoons.
Yeah.
Not anime and all this other. Humbug. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Eli grew up on Rocky and Bullwinkle. Partly because my dad was a huge Rocky and Bullwinkle fan. Introduced him to that. All right, finish up the taper, and we'll do the fold over. Go from there. Did Troy just more verbal? Probably. Rocky and Bullwinkle was great, man. I loved Rocky and Bullwinkle. And like I said, Droopy, Tex Avery cartoons were just fantastic. One of the greatest ones of those ever was the little Billy Goat. Billy. Why, Billy, you're back. Shoot, you darn fool. First drug out a Tom and Jerry DVD from my oldest granddaughter. About 5 or so, all she could say was, poor kitty. Oh, shoot. Good old wholesome violence, not the... Basically, at this point, just planishing it up. Not going to have a whole lot of chances after you do the forge weld, but to do that. All right. Yep, there they are. Got the bend marks on it. I can go ahead and bend it over. Dudley Do Right.
Oh, phone holder.
Phone holders.
I have those that call it same too.
Yeah. Cell phone holders.
Yeah.
Nice.
Forgot about that.
Dudley Do Right. That was part of a trivia question that I answered. Called in on 700 WLW to correct somebody on.
Uh-huh.
Anybody? The name of Dudley Do Right's horse was? And somebody on the show said Seabiscuit.
I think it said biscuit.
Was it?
Yeah.
Anyway, it was wrong.
Yeah.
And I went kind of crazy about it. I was like, no, it's not. Because they accepted the answer.
Yeah. Yeah, we were in the truck. Dad and I both looked at each other and were like, no, it's not.
No, it's not. Oh, it's not. No, it's not. Anybody? Dudley Do Right's horse's name? And then let's not forget Froggy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, he did right. Come on. That's a great one. So what is it? What was his horse's name? That's not right. That's it right there. Champ? No, wasn't Champ. The horse's name was? Roger Caldwell got it right. Horse. Horse. And Horse was in love with? Who was in love with who? There was Nell.
Yeah.
Horse. And there was Dudley. There's a love triangle. None of them were in love with the right one. Kind of a crazy thing. that right. No, Fenwick. Changed his tap, immediately broke. Oh gosh, $120. That gum. I think that's too long. Why did I have that there? All right, hold on. Oh, I know why. I did not calculate taper. Didn't calculate the taper. Just popped up on half of your half of the screen. Okay. Okay. That's what I think it was asking me to switch to. Yes. Nell was the one that Dudley was always saving. But he wasn't really saving. It was more like Horse was saving it. Yeah. Hey, saving her. There's Cosman. Great to have you in here. Now, in the live action movie, who played Dudley Do-Right? Remember that one?
Yeah. Big main character.
An Oscar-winning actor. You know that? What's that? That's true. All right, let's get this right.
Fraser.
Yep.
William.
Yeah.
Simon Whiplash.
I do Whiplash.
Sarah
Jessica Parker.
Hill.
There you go.
Dan Rather.
What?
Dan Rather.
Dan Rather was in that?
No, you don't remember? Dudley Do-Right shoots the two D's into the side of the barn.
Oh, that's right.
Snoop Doggy Dogg. And then he's like, shut up. He keeps saying like D&D names. He's like, stop it. He goes, Dan Rather. The all-time
Dudley Do-Right. The guy who played George of the Jungle. Yes, that's right.
Dom DeLuise.
Yeah.
Dom DeLuise.
You are correct, Bill Corey. Brendan Fraser, who played George of the Jungle. Oscar-winning actor.
Yeah.
Of all the roles he played, he got an Oscar for that.
Yeah.
Not for Dudley Do-Right. I thought he was great in the Mummy series.
Oh, yeah.
He did a great job in the Mummy series. Was the other one he did early on with Higher Learning? Encino Man.
Yeah.
Had that with Pauly Shore. Hey, buddy. Yeah, let's get her get warm enough to do a good bend on it there. I've also got, I didn't have enough stock. I just got the bottom pieces of it. We'll do log cones tonight, but I only had enough stock for the bottoms.
Oh.
So I got to go get more stock for those so we can make log cones, because these fire pokers and those log cones, whenever I make, will be sold. Okay. That's more like it. Is that a helicopter or something?
You don't hear the bird.
Uh-huh. Usually a little too late when you hear that.
Yeah. No,
It's already happened.
yeah. You don't
You don't hear it.
hear that if it's aimed at you.
No, you don't hear that.
I think one of my favorite things is they call the B-2 bombers Freedom Dorito. Like big triangle bombers.
Yep.
I said if you can see a Freedom Dorito, it's not aimed at you.
Kyle says, don't forget to smash that like button and go buy a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Go buy you some merch.
March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spiral flute fast cooling. Wow. M12, 1.75 minor control, 45 degree. Yeah, that's why they cost that. That is why they cost that.
A lot of words.
I first thought maybe it was tractor, combine or something coming in. Not for a bit.
No.
They have stuff that's about ready to go. We saw a lot of corn harvested today.
Oh, I know. That's a bunch of people out in the field today. I think I mainly heard the fortunate son that went by. You hear what I said?
Huh?
You hear what I said?
No.
You thought there was a helicopter that went across. I said, I think I finally heard fortunate son.
I got you now. Bill's crazy corner. No, I didn't. Bill, I'm sorry.
Thanks for good entertainment. Bill's crazy corner does this. Ready?
What's that?
You about ready?
I think so.
All right.
Am I holding you up?
Oh, no.
There's the metal glue on it there. Finish it off. Helicopter. Everyone look outside. Quick. What's that?
We're not very chatty tonight.
Them or us?
Us.
No. A lot on the brains right now. Well, I think we got a good forge weld.
All right.
Now we'll look at the rest of it.
All right.
All right.
All right.
We know who that comes from.
All right.
There's the wheel and Miss Reagan. A little late to the party. Welcome to the party, pal.
We saw that in theaters 2 years ago.
Die Hard? Really?
That'd be like 30th anniversary or something.
Probably.
20th. I don't know.
Maybe more than that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Jaws, the 50th anniversary of Jaws just came out.
Oh, yeah. That's craziness. You shut up.
Nobody can get her name right. Hello, hi, for Gab. Hello, Tegan.
Tegan. Hey. All right, make it go pink.
There you go. It's also vegan.
Okay.
Been doing the anti-vegan diet for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
We had, I had a Bahama Mama sausage today
You don't know
with
that?
some sauerkraut.
You're right.
I heard you
Where?
at the Farm Science Review.
Oh, okay.
A good sauerkraut.
That's really crappy pretzels and cheese. They are never testing it for today. Yeah. Okay.
You make me sad.
Actual octopus pretzels this week.
There's our other Jeff.
Yep, 55.
Yeah, you don't call her vegan. I don't think that would apply. That's what we appreciate about you.
Is that? Oh, Thomas.
The goodiest of all moots.
Hey, buddy.
Good buddy. I was gifted a cobbler handbook. I would go with the cobbler. Like blackberry. That's funny. What do you say?
Really?
Blue, and I go, hello there, folks, he says. Whee! Talked to Mr. Adams this afternoon.
Did you?
Always a pleasure. Sauerkraut not only tastes good, but it's good for the gut. That it is. Sauerkraut.
Harbor Freight has sauerkraut.
Nuh-uh.
I'll tell you about the AI breakfast menu we were doing. We made one for Harbor Freight.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I think you sent it to me. Now I can remember which the process is. Back towards.
Thomas, you'll be happy to know. Dad didn't eat up yesterday.
No, I didn't. Alrighty. Get W.
EG dead forts, I will definitely take that into consideration. We usually don't have to plan a little work until after it's kind of made, so kind of hard to do that sometimes. What did I do? We were lifting a giant machine table. I think giant would be an understatement, right?
A grinding, finishing station, bench, behemoth. Just put it this way, there are 6 legs on this bench, 6 foot long, and they are 4-inch square tube, 1/4 inch thick square tube.
Yeah.
That's just the legs.
Yep. And everybody's leaving.
What?
You scare them off.
What happened?
I don't know. Megan's leaving, Troy's leaving.
Trying to get as sexy as Troy. Gotta go work out. If that's your goal, bless your heart. Reagan's leaving too?
Yeah.
Fine, I had enough of you as well. Audio computer guy's kind of muffled. Don't be muffled. All right, let's see here.
Device cam.
Probably.
What happened to the device cam?
I don't know. What did happen to the vice cam?
The second one, top. About the fortune.
Okay. We'll have to fix that.
See the question on that?
I haven't yet. I'm busy fixing my boo-boo.
Do now.
Just that eye got a little out of shape.
Oh.
Where's the question?
DG. asking
Side
about-
draft,
yeah.
coal forge, have an inline vent fan. No, it does not. But it does have a shelf, a smoke shelf right here. Okay, now the twist.
Wished. Thomas, I don't know exactly the extent. I think it's just probably like a small wrist strain or maybe a tendon tear, but nothing too bad. Can't really do side to side motion with it. Up and down doesn't hurt as bad, but side to side motion with it doesn't feel too hot. Twist type of twisting right now doesn't feel too hot, so I'll give it a day or two and see if it's kind of clearing up. Take it easy. Yeah, Dad tried a new ad function to try to get it to where it only puts ads up on the side, but I don't know.
They're just doing too many ads now. Just tons of ads.
I've only gotten 2. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, you may be right there, Eric. Spiral duct. That might work as well. This is exactly how we bought this forge. I've made a few adjustments to it since we bought it, but that's how the guy had it set up, and he fabricated it himself in his fabrication shop. Essentially, he had this set up in his shop as a side thing, and he did CNC, like big heavy duty stuff, and he bought like $175,000 CNC machine and said, I had to choose between the forge that I hardly use and the CNC machine that I've spent a lot of money on that needs to make me money. So he set this thing outside, and I got it for dirt cheap. Partially because it was sitting in the dirt. And I'm a big fan.
Yep.
There are a few things that I would do different to it, but I can't complain.
Yep.
It's made this place possible, to be honest with you.
Welded party spot on the side is a good idea.
That was a cool feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a hardy hole right there. Pass through hardy hole. That's really good. Like if you're doing a leafing wedge or something like that, just bring right out of the forge, bang, put it back in. You know, obviously not for heavy forging, but certainly works for something like that.
Quick scroll or something like that if you got to have like multiple setup.
Yeah.
Hey, just put that anywhere.
Put that anywhere. If you had a hardy hot cut or something like that right there, just a quick, super simple, super easy. Yeah, that forge does burn hot, incredibly hot. 9 so far. Wow. Loading steel into his truck. Well, hopefully, again, the metal parade. I hope it still occurs. That is not where I wanted the heat exactly, so I'm going to push that a little further in there. If we can't move that heat back this way some. Before the rain, fail. This is not going to be a forge weld. This is just a twist getting ready to happen. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there's a hefty amount going on around here right now. It's been fun though. I'm excited. Eli's got some really cool stuff going on with the plasma cutter, the plasma table, stuff like that. We just keep saying it, man. We're stupid blessed.
True. Be a good idea to put on a t-shirt.
Yeah. And then we had somebody. I'll share that here in just a second. There we go. Do a double twist on this one. Just a little different.
Crooked.
See it from here. If anybody's wondering, I'm not hitting on the twist. And I'm going to heat it up again.
Kevin was asking if anybody wanted to participate in the steel parade.
The steel parade. If you're doing it Saturday, we'll pile Eli up in the truck and he can go from there. Just chucking steel people.
Where was that at, Daniel?
What's that?
I was asking Daniel where that was at.
There we go. Well, I know something I didn't do. Touch mark. Touch mark. Yeah, obviously we're not going to get two of them done tonight. That's all right. All right. Obliviously, obviously.
Yeah. Touch mark is coming all the way from Ohio.
Buckeye engraving,
Buckeye
I'm
engraving?
guessing.
Yeah. Good company, man. They do a good job.
Yep. All the way from Ohio. We're in Highland County. A tractor hauling a wagon full of people for the Dark Harvest Pumpkin Festival drive-by. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of that around here in the next month or two, Daniel. Yep. There'll be a lot of straw bales on trailers and wagons and trucks and all kinds of stuff.
Yep. White women in their Han Solo outfits.
That's right. Han Solo. It is Han Solo season.
Han Solo. Well, it's almost. Technically, it's still summer.
Yep. Got a couple days left.
Yep. Pumpkins still have color. They haven't been drained of all their spice yet.
You know what bothers me?
What's that? Not actually
pumpkin spice.
Cinnamon and sugar.
Pumpkin spice. There's nothing about pumpkin spice that's pumpkin.
Yep.
Nothing.
Cinnamon and sugar. Like that.
They are an odd bunch in Ohio, aren't we?
Yep.
Eric.
Pumpkin spice is your beard.
It's true. No, I'm cinnamon and sugar.
That's exactly what pumpkin spice is.
Oh.
That's all.
No, it's nutmeg.
That's all it is pumpkin spice is just cinnamon, sugar, nutmeg. Hello, Plywood.
Plywood, good to have you, man. And if you don't know, that's my son Eli behind the director's chair there.
I'm son
Not behind
Eli.
the chair, behind the director's mic, camera.
If you had another son that was creeping up.
No, I do have another son. His
Birthday
birthday
today.
was today. 35 years old.
That's a lot of years.
It is a lot of years. Today, you're 35 years old. We bought you a sweater.
He's got more gray in his beard than you do.
That's true.
35 hard years, I guess.
Yep. Has to do with his mama, probably. Bingo! I love that treadle hammer.
So, buddy, that was a true blessing find.
Oh my goodness. So if you don't know the story on that treadle hammer, you're about to.
Yeah, you what?
So we've been looking for one. And along came Spider. No, we're looking for a treadle hammer. And I was on Marketplace. I know everybody's shocked at that.
Yeah.
I was on Marketplace.
Taking a nap.
And it had just been listed. And just so happened it had just been listed at one of our local high schools. Like the math teacher had it sitting in the ag department at a local high school and didn't really want anything to do with it, just sitting in there, and the kids would go in with a 2x4 and smash a 2x4 up. And I don't want even to tell you the price, but we got it cheap. We got it cheap. Yeah, touch mark, like stomp mark. That's exactly it. But yeah, and we brought it home, and basically I did nothing to it. We just brought it home, set it up, and started using it. And it just makes a huge difference. It's got the bottom die you can take out. It's got a Hardy shank in there, so you can put bottom swedges in it. And I want to try to figure out a way to do top dies for it, so we can do something like that, which we should be able to do. I don't think that should be a big problem. But that'll be very, very helpful. And if we wanted to, we can add a little bit of tension to the spring. We can also you can actually
stop.
Yeah, it's got a chain safety stop on it. That's really nice. It is in line, and the other thing you can do, because the top anvil is hollow, you could add, throw chain or whatever in there to add a little bit of weight, a little punch to it. So yeah, man, it has been huge help. So we just basically started making up little tools to go with it over there, with punches and other kind of dies and things like that. And that's basically where we keep the touch mark. We just take it over there, stomp mark it.
Pong it.
Yep. And then every once in a while, Eli will go over there with a texturing tool of some sort. And I've done that as well with like a cross or something like that. So I love the treadle hammer. I think it's great. Roy's got the kit that he makes, and that's that's been a really, you can tell, and I've been up there too. He loves that thing.
Yeah.
And that's his baby, And then he got the heavy hammer kit on it, and the air assist, all that kind of other stuff. I don't know if air assist works for us on this one. It might, but we don't use it as repetitive
that's more
motion.
Power hammer.
We'd use that on the power hammer more often. So yeah, man, what a game changer that is.
If you didn't have a treadle hammer or a power hammer, I think Roy's setup would be
absolutely
perfect for it.
Absolutely, it would be basically the next best thing to having both at the same time. Both things are happening at the same time.
Yep.
So if anyone can make it to my neck of the woods, we all go out for Halloween. Shut the down every weekend for block parties. Like, that's cool. LJ Woodworks, Todd Lajeunesse is in here. Good to have you in here. Would you say a plethora of punches? Yeah, see? Steel waffle. Basically, all our tools over there are chipping hammers, welding chipping hammers. And it's, the reason I like that is the handle kind of takes away the shock, and basically whatever you want to put on the end of them, kind of blunt one end, so you can hit it with the treadle hammer, and then whatever thing you want on the other end, you just do that on that end.
Yeah.
Like we welded a big ball bearing to one of them, and it makes for a beautiful, very controlled ball die. You gonna go snag one or two there? Oh, okay. Well, I'll grab one of them while I'm at it. You know, for chisels, square punches, things like that. Works out great. So this one hadn't been done completely. Oh, you're with that. And essentially all that is, it's just a chipping hammer, and we welded a ball bearing on the end, and it just does a fantastic job. This one needs to be done yet, it's a plain chipping hammer. So it'll probably just need to be sharpened. You cut off this end right here, make it a blunt end, and just use that as maybe like a hot chisel or something like that. They work great. They just do. And it's not like they're super hard to come by or super expensive either. So.
Yeah. I think Tractor Supply usually has them relatively cheap.
Yeah.
Place I found them.
And if you're trying to make quick tools, and
yeah,
again,
I mean,
you go over to our treadle hammer setup, and that's all that's over there is chipping hammers. And every time I see one at like a yard sale or something like that, I'm like, if it's cheap enough, I'll grab 3 or 4 more so we can make more tooling for that, because we want just tooling over there for that, not worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, you take the pointy part, you chop it off, and then you got the flat piece.
Uh-huh.
You got a slot punch. You got
right.
a hot cut. You know, top tool, hot cut.
Yep.
Out of that, or you take that part off and leave the part on. You got a center punch. You got a
round punch.
Ball
drift,
punch.
Ball punch. Yeah. It's just
weld stuff on it, and you got a kind of opportunity.
Sure.
For that.
And some of them are kind of weak at the connection point. So really, the smart thing to do is just go ahead and reinforce the weld.
Weld a gusset on it.
Weld a gusset on it. You're good to go. You'll never have an issue with that. So with that over there, with that tooling over there, that frees us up to just really focus all our other stuff at the end. Well, over here, which Eli's getting ready to make up a punch and drift and chisel rack over here to go on the other side of this tool rack, because I'm missing being able to just grab my punches and chisels right now, and it's tearing me up. That's all right. It's gonna be okay. So when those of you guys that have been here, when you come back, I think you're just gonna be like blown away.
Every year it's
something different.
More and more.
Yeah.
Not as I think this year would be the biggest.
Yeah, I would say that
we added 2 shops.
Literally added 2 shops to the shop over this past year. Even if we put the kitchen and the bathroom on, that's still a bigger add-on. So now everything is just down to kind of refining things. We've got work to do on the power hammer to make it better, and hopefully so it's not punching a hole in our ceiling. Yes, and then we've got 2 forge presses that need to be completed.
Yep.
A small one and a heavier one. I want to make a permanent stand for. I won't take a stand. We'll make a stand.
Yeah.
For the big behemoth of a guillotine tool there.
Mary Antoinette.
Yeah. Yeah. The finger getter 3000. So we got to make a permanent setup for that, because I don't want to just have the rest of its life to sit on hazel. The hazel needs to be used as an anvil. So yeah, it's down to kind of refining everything the way we want it, getting the fabrication shop the way we want it, and we've got some big hopes, dreams, plans for the shop over the next year. And the hope is that the induction forge is one of them. Don't listen, Roy.
I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care who hears it. I want an induction forge. if anybody wants to give one away.
Yeah, speaking of giveaway, we have been kind of inundated with blessings here of late. So you go back to, and I'll just run them down. We had a welding hood.
Yeah.
Go back to that. That's in the other building, the other shop. Not building, the other shop.
Yeah.
And then a little MIG welder from Best Arc. And then
plasma cutter
from Best Arc. And then Art Captain, sneak peek. Art Captain has sent us a TIG welder. So Art Captain saw our other videos and said, we'd like to send you a piece of equipment. I was like, well, I kind of was joking around. Like, okay, we'll see how this goes. And I said, I'd really kind of like to have a dedicated TIG welder. And they said, okay, pick one out.
Yeah.
And they sent it to us.
I haven't tried it out. I haven't really turned it on or anything, but Art Captain's product looked pretty dang good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And I've got some tips from a couple guys that are TIG welders, and I think we're going to be well on our way with that. So there's going to be like a dedicated space just for TIG welding. And then in the meantime, we got that other plasma cutter, which has worked great.
Yeah.
I've been blown away. I mean, this thing, it was cutting this like clean. The tops are super clean. And what is this? 3/8?
I think that's ½ inch.
Yeah, that's ½ inch.
Yeah.
It was cutting ½ inch, like super clean, with just a little bit of slag on the backside. And I mean, I've cut a whole bunch of it, of big thick stuff, freehand with it, the whole bit. It just works good. I'm looking forward to the TIG welding. And Kevin, man, anything you can add to help out. That little plasma cutter is fantastic. So we got the plasma cutter, we got the Art Captain TIG welder. We've got a laser level we haven't reviewed yet.
Yep.
We've got
on the way. We have
a water filtration system
and another plasma cutter.
Another plasma cutter as of today.
Yeah.
And we think one of those diesel heaters.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Is supposed to be coming, and possibly a couple other welding flame resistant welding shirts.
Yeah.
From a guy, and I don't want to say it yet because we've got it all figured out yet, but I think we're going to end up with them. So yeah, man, we keep getting blessings on blessings, and then I talked to a guy today at the Farm Science Review, and he carries Forney welder products, which Forney's a pretty good product.
Yeah.
He says, I think we might be able to work something out. So I'll be in touch. So who knows, man?
Yeah.
Who knows? It's cool, and we give honest reviews and just let it go out there. Yeah, sounds good, Kevin. Definitely.
Which we're hobbyists.
We're not
It's not
like
if this was our day job, I don't think we're not the best arc welder to.
Right, and say, yeah, this welder is awesome,
Yeah.
But I've also said at this price point.
Yeah.
And if you're wanting to get into it, like the little Best Arc MIG welder, the majority of what we use that for is just to tack stuff together at that bench.
Right.
Real quick.
If you're tacking stuff together for a forge project.
I welded this stuff on with that because I could just bring it over here, weld it, put it right back. And if you're just tacking stuff together for a little project, that welder's going to last us forever.
Yeah.
I got a little bottle of gas underneath there. We've got a little shelf on the side there. It's just spot on, man. It's really, really cool. The plasma cutter is still blowing me away. I still can't believe it. It's just easy to use, all that kind of fun stuff. So Best Arc, and that same company owns another company, and they asked us today if we would review the other company's plasma cutter. So the Best Arc may end up in another building, and this one may be better. I don't know.
Yeah.
It may be worse, and we put it in another building. Like the Red Barn, we do some welding and stuff in there. That's where my really nice titanium MiG 170 is. I love the little MiG 170 from titanium, but it stays in there, and on occasion I'll weld with it, but not a whole lot. The Vulcan Omni Pro 220, if I'd have known everything that we have right now, I probably wouldn't have got the Omni Pro. I probably would have just got the MiG 220 from Vulcan. But the cool thing is, if I need to stick weld, I don't need a separate stick welder. I can easily switch the Vulcan Omni Pro over the stick. I don't often stick weld, so it's not that big a deal to just leave it set up as a MIG welder. It can TIG too, but now I have a TIG welder, and we got the foot pedal for the TIG welder, so now the foot pedal for the Vulcan TIG welder is going over on the Art Captain TIG welder. So I didn't have to buy anything for that. Just really, really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. And it's just
waiting
just
for US Solid to send.
That's the one we're
Induction
kind of
forge.
really, yeah. I don't anticipate Coal Iron Works is going to go. Yeah, sure. Yeah, but maybe US Solid will kind of do us a solid, a US Solid.
Even Vivor, man.
Yeah, okay, whatever. We'll roll with it. But goes to the building with the moon on the door. Yeah, that's where it goes. So anyway, this is kind of cool. I think that's the only stuff we had still yet to review as far as sent to us. Eli's got a couple other things he wants to review and kind of go over, but and we'll do a kind of a follow up on some of these products at some point in time. You know, after we've used that little MIG welder over there for a little bit, we'll probably this is what we like, this is what we don't like, and that's part of the problem with review videos is you basically get that initial reaction. You know, it's really hard to say, okay, here's a thorough review of this machine until you've used it and used it and used it. Okay, well, this thing doesn't last. Okay, like we need to do another video on the titanium welding table, fixture table. I had somebody the other day comment on it afterwards and say, well, it's it's junk, it's a piece of crap, and it's from Harbor Freight, and like all their other tools are just throwaway tools. I'm like, okay, well, I just built a table on it that probably weighs about 600 pounds, and it was perfect.
Yeah,
it did exactly what it was supposed to do, held up perfectly. Shut up, because it did exactly what I asked it to do. I have no qualms about it, and we've added to it since we bought the first one and did the review. So, and maybe we'll do some other little upgrades and add-ons to it. But right now, unless Fireball said, "Hey, we'd love to send you a
That's a little 6,600.
Right. Well, one guy asked me today, said, "How many subs you got?" Under 7,000. Oh, okay. Hey, bud, we got to start somewhere. I made it back for Dad and me. Yes, you did. And it's 8:01, isn't it? Some Harbor Freight stuff is hit or miss. I get it. I had a friend of mine ask me one day. He had bought the Chicago Electric. I think it was Chicago Electric MIG flux core welder. He said, "What can you tell me about these?" And I said, "I can tell you shouldn't have bought it. It's a bubblegum thrower, and I'm not a welder. I'm not. I'm not a blue collar guy. I'm not certified or anything like that. But I can tell you, if you buy that machine, you're gonna not like welding.
The reason it goes to $89 sometimes.
Correct. But I would not hesitate to tell anybody who does kind of hobby welding to go get the titanium MiG 170, MiG 140.
Look at that.
I would get that. I wouldn't have a problem buying that little. If I say, okay, I just need a little tack weld, little work, weld a little seam every now and then, I'd buy that welder for what, $149 or something like whatever it is right now. For $149. It's a gas welder, 220 or 110, either one.
Yeah.
It throws down a bead.
Digital readout.
What more do you want? Digital readout. It's kind of self-explanatory, like the Vulcan. I'm welding 1/8 inch.
Yeah.
1/8 inch. Click. Setting. Set. I have the same plasma cutter you just did on the video. Really cool.
How long have you had it, Wayne?
Bobby says, "I'll trade you my Vulcan 215 for your Omni Pro." Bobby, you tempt me. No, I do need to have a stick welder just in case the Omni.
Yeah.
I know he likes the Omni Pro.
Yeah.
I do know he likes the Omni Pro. Yeah, the quality's gotten better, and I like the fact that Harbor Freight does the whole good, better, best thing.
Yeah.
And I honestly, the Hercules stuff is as good as most tools out there. And the reason why it's cheaper, most of the reason why it's cheaper is the same product. They just go direct. It's just direct. That's all. I've got the Bauer oscillating sander and oscillates occasionally now. That's not good. Still spins the belt. And again, I've had tools from Harbor Freight where I buy either Hercules has the long warranty, or I get it on sale, and then I go ahead and add the 2-year or whatever warranty, and it still ends up being similar in price, if not less in price. And I've literally taken stuff in there that either I broke it or it just stopped working. I lay it on the table and they're like, okay, go get another one. They don't even, no question whatsoever.
Well,
and then,
you're also in the VIP lounge.
That is true. I get the platinum status, so to speak, at our local Harbor Freight. But like majority of our cordless tools are Bauer, and especially the brushless stuff. Fine. Hercules. Very good. All right, guys. It is 8:04. We can talk tools, all kinds of stuff here forever and ever and ever. We will see you next Thursday. There should be a video between now and then, probably some shorts. We've tried to kind of keep up with doing some of the shorts as we're working here in the shop. Try to keep that up. We're about 70,000 views shy of 1 million at this point. So if we can get a couple of those shorts to hit hard, or one video to go crazy, I think we're up to 1 million views. Not a huge thing, because we know some folks that get 1 million views on one video. So, but for us, it's a milestone to get to that point. And our next big milestone will be 10,000 subs or whatever. But we're just doing our thing, man. We just love what we do and enjoying the shop for sure. All right, Eli, anything else for fine folks? And Bill Corey?
Do the things, hit the buttons, buy the stuff. There you go.
And if we don't see you Thursday, we'll see you Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
Next Thursday, I'll be on the road to Troy.
Mm-hmm.
To see Troy. All right.
There you go.
God bless. We'll see you. Bye.
Bye.